Confucius once spoke of the rectification of names. And the rectification of names, according to Confucius, was that all wisdom begins and ends with the proper naming of things. When a real estate agent, a small business, view social networking and social media as indistinguishable, it basically suggests that they're never going to harness the full power. Social networking, if you take off the word social, it's about networking, online versus offline. Social media, if you take off the word social, it's media. Well, we have people in the real estate business who could write blogs for the New York Times and never have a transaction. So media in and of itself is not enough, off or online. I used to hire people that were former mayors of towns who would never have a transaction. Because you can have the world's, you could be Ashton Kirshner, you could have the most friends, fans, and followers, but that doesn't mean you are strategically monetizing them, because social networking and social media, I believe, for most businesses, have to synthesize into social media marketing or social marketing. Now that requires for any business to have a definition of marketing. Our industry struggled with a definition of marketing. We conflated personal promotion with marketing. We conflated advertising with marketing. No, the classic definition of marketing, or the one that satisfies me the most, is that marketing means that you first determine the unmet needs in the marketplace, and then you create goods and services to effectively respond to your needs. Marketplace needs do not express themselves in the same way as social needs do. So rhetorically, I'll ask these questions. Because the language of the web right now in social networking is friends, fans, followers, communities, and tribes. What tribe do first-time buyers belong to? They haven't been aggregated as a tribe. What network do empty nesters belong to? They haven't been aggregated that way. The people whose properties are underwater, what community do they belong to? So what we're trying to do is that we're trying to reach and influence people who have marketplace needs in a social networking fashion, as opposed to using the mediums of Web 2.0 and basically co-opt that utility by addressing unmet needs. And so, for example, well, one of the needs is people need to appeal their property taxes. So they should be creating content and blogging and linking to the content that responds to the unmet needs in the marketplace. So even if all the realtors, instead of saying, my son just graduated from college, if they had said, even on Twitter, the 140 character limitation, if you know of anybody who would like to appeal their property taxes, if you know of anybody whose property is underwater, with a link to their website with content, now they're basically reconfiguring social networking platforms that have a whole different utility with expressed marketplace needs. And that's what I think more businesses have to do, and I think more realtors have to do in terms of that. And if you identify those marketplace needs, the marketplace, the community, the tribe, the network will forgive you for introducing a business-like marketplace solution, because it's so consumer-centric. Whereas somebody's saying, I just have a new listing, who cares? I can go to Realtor.com or Zillow and I can see 2 million listings. That is not remarkable. Why are you basically contaminating the premise of our social network by introducing this utter simplistic redundancy that is not remarkable? Now, if you have something of importance, okay, that is something that we will intermittently excuse if you're doing that adroitly, okay, and deftly. And that's why, but if somebody is thinking that they're doing social networking or social media and not social marketing or social media marketing, then they're not alerting their brain to be looking to judiciously intersperse social realm with business realm. And if they're not, but if they're not thinking of marketing, they're not going to be introducing consumer-centric solutions, and thus they will be shunned or chastised by the group, the network, the tribe, or the community.